Hey guys, it's Kimberly and today's video is going to be something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how I put on my eyelashes and some tips and tricks to hopefully help you guys be able to put on false lashes as well. I know it is a pretty difficult thing to do, and don't get me wrong, I still struggle a little bit myself, so you might see that, but I have watched a ton of different tutorials on YouTube and I've tried so many different methods, and this is what works best for me, so I hope that it can help some of you guys. So the first things first is I have all my makeup done because it's pretty much the last thing I do, and I just decided to use like a little bit of bronzer as eyeshadow in the crease. Nothing crazy because I want you guys to be able to see what we're going to do. So let me zoom you right in. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is give myself some eyeliner on the top, on my lid, because it definitely helps conceal the band. If you're worried about the band not getting close enough to your eyelashes, there's nothing worse than being able to see that like tan line of your skin between the false lashes and your real lashes. To blend that in as best you can with some dark eyeliner is the way to go. So I'm gonna go in with some liquid eyeliner just because I feel like that's the easiest thing to do, and any dark liquid eyeliner will suffice. I'm gonna go in with this Kat Von D tattoo liner. It's just like one of those little sample sizes. I don't even know where I got it. I think it may have been like a birthday gift from Sephora, but it's pretty dark, it works well, and I'm just trying to use it up because I know not really like a brand that everybody's into, but I have it. I'm trying to not be wasteful, so I'm going to go ahead and use this. And I don't do any wings or anything fancy. I keep it nice and simple, and I just do a line as close to my lash line as possible. So I like to hold the pen sideways like this, and then I literally just lay it on my lashes and back it up and drag. I feel like that's the easiest way to get close and into the eye as possible. And yeah, so just do that. I also don't try to do it in one big swoop. I just kind of do little pieces at a time. Just like that. Not perfect by any means, but you want to get it as close as you can to the lash line, but the lashes will definitely cover up most of it. And just do the same thing on the other eye. Perfect. So the next thing that I like to do is my mascara. Personally, I like to put mascara on before the lashes, and I do not put it on after the lashes because I try to keep my lashes as clean and as good condition as I can because I like to get as many uses out of them as I can. I do know some people like to do mascara only after they put the lashes on or before and after to help the blend, but I don't really have any issues with blending. I think having a super black mascara is important because if your eyelashes are not jet black, you know, the fake lashes are, so they definitely stick out and look like dusty almost. So it is important definitely to use mascara, but I just use it before to keep my lashes as clean as possible. So I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline New York The Rocket Volume Express Mascara that I've been using a lot recently. I feel like it's not clumpy, so it doesn't look strange when I put the really nice silky lashes on my eyes. It doesn't stand out, like there's no texture difference, but it definitely gets them nice and black, does the job so that they blend in nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and do both the top lashes and the bottom lashes because there's no reason for me to fiddle with the bottom lashes afterwards. So yeah. Okay, so now we have the mascara on. I do suggest that you let it kind of dry a little bit and try not to go in with the lashes immediately, because if you have like a wet formula of mascara and you mess up or bounce or knock anything, you're gonna get mascara all over the place while it's still wet, so give it a couple of seconds to dry. But let's talk about the lashes. My personal favorite lashes are from the DStar Lashes company. I love these lashes. I love the container they come in. They slide out in this plastic. They stay really nice. They're all labeled. I'm gonna use the style Daisy today, just cause, but I have tons of different styles. Let me grab some. Here are just a few of the different styles that I have from DStar, and they have all held up so incredibly well. I haven't really had any issues with them breaking or anything like that. I've used all of them multiple times, and they've stayed really nice, so I definitely recommend. And honestly, they've been easier for me to learn to apply than most other lashes, so I really like that and appreciate that. And yeah, so those are the lashes that I'm going to be using today. And the glue I'm going to be using today is the Duo Brush On Adhesive with Vitamins. It's the green one, so in the green package, the Brush On, because it comes in a little tube like this with a wand, and it's got a little like brush tip on the end. And I prefer this so much over one of the little squeezy tubes. I hate that. I think you get way too much glue. It becomes a whole gluey, globby mess. This is so much easier to work with, and I really like it. And it comes out white, and when it starts to get tacky, it turns blue, which is super helpful as well. So this is the glue that I use, that I recommend. She is dingy, she is dirty. I have used the crap out of her, and I'm going to need to get a new one like soon. So I really recommend that. And I've had this tube for honestly probably longer than I should, and it still works great. So I recommend this definitely. So now our lashes should have had enough time to dry, and I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. Now, usually lashes come a little bit bigger than what fits your eyes, so you'd have to trim them. And my lashes are already trimmed, so I'm not gonna be doing that for you today. But a tip that I have is to trim either from the outer corner or a little from the outer and a little from the inner. I used to always think, oh, I'm gonna trim from the inner corner, because usually the inner corner lashes are shorter, and I would think I want my lashes to look really dramatic, so I want to keep the long stuff and trim off the short stuff. Don't do that. The lashes are going to look dramatic. That is the purpose of the lashes. If you get a nice dramatic lash, they will look dramatic, and if you cut off the inner corner, the shorter lashes, it's gonna be way too large and long for that inner corner, and it's gonna bump the side of your nose, and it's going to look ridiculous. You definitely wanna have a taper on the inner corner. That is like the most important part, so you really don't wanna cut too much off of that. Cut off of the outer corner, because it will gradually get bigger, and if you really have that small of eyes, then you wanna keep the inner corner intact as much as possible. They will look dramatic. So that's my little tip for that. And also, the way that lashes come on these little plastic things, all lashes come on that. When you lay them like they would sit on your eyes, that's how you know which one goes to which eye. So I lay it just like this in front of me, so that I know when I pick up the right one, it goes to the right eye, and the left one goes to the left eye. Just like that, keeps it nice and simple. So I will just pull one right out of the package. So I have it like this. This is for my right eye. And so what I'm gonna do first is put some glue on it, and I'm gonna go in with my brush on adhesive, and I just pull it out. I just run the adhesive along the lash band. Just like that. And I want to get a thick bead across the whole top of the lash, but I don't want it to be drooping over the lash band. I don't want it to be kind of like falling all over the place. I want it to be just enough where it's kind of on there pretty good, but it's not falling down and like dripping. Just like that. So as you can see, it's starting to get kind of a bluish tint to it, and it will continue to do that as it tacks up. But I just like to let it dry for a little bit, wave it back and forth, blow on it. And I have these lash applicators that I absolutely love. I got this one off of Amazon, but I also have one from the DStar Lashes company. They make one. You can get them anywhere, but having this wide tip up here makes it so much easier to put on lashes. Like, I don't think I could do it without. So I just take this and take my lash and grab it like so, just so I'm holding the lash right in the middle, and then let it dry. And when I place this on, I'm gonna close the one eye, you know, keep the other one open so I can see what I'm doing. And I just try and line up the middle as well as close as possible. And I try to get this as close to the lash line as possible. It most likely won't stick, but I just wanna get it as close as I can. And then after that, I'm gonna go in with a regular pair of tweezers and kind of pin down the inner corner and the outer corner and the center just to get it really where I want it and wiggle it around. But this just helps you get in with that initial placement. So there you go, initial placement. It looks crazy, but that's okay. It's close to where it needs to be. And I'm gonna go in with these regular tweezers and just pull the inner corner to where it needs to be and press it in. Perfect. And then I'm gonna do the same with the outer corner. Okay, so now my lash is all the way to the right and all the way to the left, but it's just not close enough to the lash line, which is where this last step comes in place, and this is what really brings it all together. I'm gonna take this applicator and slide it over both my fake lashes and my real lashes, and I'm gonna squeeze it and pinch them together so that they stick together and get closer. So I slide it over, and I pinch it. Oh yeah. And then I will wipe, because sometimes a little bit of glue gets on the inside and you don't want to leave it there, because if the glue is tacky enough, it'll rip your lashes off when you do it again. And then I'll go in and I'll do it in the middle, because I just did it in the outer corner. So now I'll pinch it in the middle. And I'll go in and pinch it on the end. So I learned that tip from Paige Corrin. I want to give her credit. That is where I learned how to do that. And that is like the lifesaver of putting lashes on. I feel like that is really like how you do it. I wouldn't be able to get it as close to the lash line, but just going and pinching the two together really just makes them stick, makes them stay, and makes it look so seamless with your regular lashes. I picked a very dramatic lash and I barely have any eyeshadow on, so it looks a little crazy, but I just wanted everyone to really be able to see what I was doing and how I was doing it. Even though this is probably not the lash that I would pick for this look, I just wanted it to be stand out. Really bold lash on barely anything on the eye so that you guys could see what I was doing. But yeah, that's pretty much how I put my lashes on, and after that they stick. If anything, sometimes after I do the squeeze, I'll just kind of grab my lashes and push towards my skin to make sure that they're really stuck on there just with my fingers. But that's pretty much it. It's super simple, and I've never had an easier time doing my lashes before. I feel like I've always struggled in the past, but this is seriously the way to do it. Like, this is, for me, the easiest way I've found to do it, and I've tried a lot of different things. So yeah, I'm gonna pop my other one on and I'll be right back. All right, so there you have it. That is both lashes on, and that is how I put my lashes on. This is seriously the easiest, best way that I have found to do it, and I hope that it helps you guys out and that it makes it a little bit easier for you guys. Also, one other tip that I didn't say is I like to use, like, you know, a mirror close up when I do it, and I like the mirror to be coming from below me. When it's up here, sometimes it's hard to see the top of your lash band over yourself. When it's down here, you can almost see through them. I don't know, it's just easier. So not like crazy low, but I like it to be a little bit below me versus from up high. I just feel like that's a little bit harder. You squint to look. When you're down low, you can just like keep one eye open and one eye closed a little bit easier because you're not like stretching your eye, basically. I don't know. But I think that that makes a big difference as well, to have the mirror a little bit lower than you. So yeah, overall, I hope that these tips and tricks helped you. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!